Good morning and welcome to Burgess Hill Town. I've got the chairman of Vince with me this morning. Vince, probably wasn't the best result the club's ever had last night at Merstham, but I just wanted to talk to you about the season going forward. We've still got a hell of a lot to look forward to in the next couple of months.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming down this morning. It's good to see you, Colin. And you can see where I'm busy cutting the grass, and we got Paul and Linda clearing rubbish over there as well. So work, the world keeps spinning.
Yep.
The work keeps on going to get this ready for Saturday's game. Look, at the start of the season, I did say this was going to be our transitional year. We'll win some, lose some, draw some, and end up around mid-table is kind of how I felt we were going to get on, because there's so much change needed. And we're right bang on that happening at the moment. I think, the sort of fact that we won 5 games out of 6 when Gary first took over really raised up expectations, didn't it? That we were all thinking, hang on a minute, we might even have a chance of getting around that coveted playoff place. But in reality, it's very, very hard to change so much personnel. I've put Gary in a really difficult position, taking over halfway through the season. He's got to work with the group that he's got. He's got to change it on the run. I liken it to, we're trying to take off and we're building the plane down the runway, is what he's having to experience. And that's really difficult for him and his management team to do. So that blame is squarely on me, without a shadow of a doubt. But I feel that was necessary for the future of the football club, to have someone as talented as Gary, with his team with him, that can build us a side that can be competitive. But unfortunately, that's going to take a little bit of time. And when we're bringing in new personnel and we have people injured and people leaving, and we have to field a different 11 every week against sides that are very set with their groups, and in a way we are going to get inconsistency, and that is the reality of it. But it's a very difficult pill to swallow for us, especially when we get such great support. When you think of the amount of away fans we took on a Tuesday night to Merstham, in their numbers, it's a difficult pill to stand there and watch that we have this inconsistency at the moment with the group. So good first half, should have been easily a few ahead with the chances we created, and then unfortunately just couldn't cope in the second half. But good learnings for Gary and the group, and that will bode well for them planning the new side and the new squad for next season, without a shadow of a doubt. So in summary, blame on my shoulders without a doubt in terms of the changes that we went through. Started with one manager at the start of the year and obviously changed it halfway through. Whilst I felt it was necessary, that's got us where we are at the moment. But Gary and his team are working incredibly hard with the group that we've got. And I just need our brilliant fans to understand that and stay with us for the rest of the season.
Okay. Talking about the rest of the season, I know that we are building towards season 24-25, but we've still got 2 months of the current season, and we've got a lot of things to look forward to, haven't we, Vince?
Absolutely. So we've got 11 games left. We've brought in some new bodies, some exciting players. I thought Jay was really exciting in the first half last night when we got him in good positions. He looked great, as did George, to be fair. His first game back, I thought he put in a really good performance. So for the next 11 games, we want to win every game. Starting Saturday, there'll be hopefully a big crowd here. We've done some initiatives like free entry for all the youth community teams in Burgess Hill for their parents to get in for free. We've got a lot going on in the juniors as well, in terms of county cup finals and girls reaching the semi-finals. So there's lots of good positive stories. But of course, the big one is what happens out here on a Saturday. This is our primary goal, to win football matches, and you can't say that we're not trying. We're getting in players now that are a little bit more experienced and a bit older, to try and give us that balance we're looking for. But it is tough, and again on Saturday it'll probably be the first time we've ever fielded this 11 players, playing against a team that's been set for quite a few games. So we've got to gel them in quickly, but you can't say the games aren't exciting. There's always lots of goals and there's entertainment there, but we would rather us be doing the scoring and keeping the clean sheets.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much for your time this morning. I know you're very positive. You're working your butt off around,
Well,
around the
I
home
am,
court.
and
And there's lots of people behind the scenes working their butt off as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, exactly. And look, the supporters are fantastic. I love our fans, and I've been there for however many years alongside you all.
Yeah.
And I think I like the fact that when we lose, we get pissed off. I love it. That's what we need, because that gives more motivation to get things right. If anything, as I've said to you before, I think all of us, me included, have probably been a little bit too soft with accepting that we haven't done as well in the previous years. So I like the edge that we're bringing now, that we want this club to do well. It should be doing well, it needs to be doing well. So I want to keep that edge, but I think right now in this transitional phase where you've got so much change going on, I think we need to give some understanding there and get behind the side. I think then we can really go at it next year, and that's when absolutely, if we're not performing and stuff like that, we show that teeth, that we demand wins, and we don't want to give away points here. We want this to be a fortress. But right now, I think because we're changing so much, I think we just need to all understand that. As frustrating as it is, it's pretty much what I said was going to happen at the start of the year. So.
Yeah. Okay. Totally understand that.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you much for your time. That's
Yeah,
great.
no probs.